How do you say Whendy? Whhhendy. Whendy. 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 Whendy.
Wendy.
Whendy. There once was a girl named Whendy.
Did you ever meet or interview Michael Jackson?
I've met Michael Jackson. I met him. I got summoned, much like Prince, summoned. I would like to meet Wendy. Whendy. Wendy HSN. And you can either button it all the way down, Jesus-like, or you can button it all the way up, Whendy-like. Wendy! Ew. And look at the designer. Whendy. Whendy. So it's Wendy. Whendy.
Do you have your trench coats?
I don't wear a trench when they say, here's Wendy. A night at the strip club is really something special. When you're Wendy. Elect to watch Wendy. You know, when you get into entertainment, sometimes that's the one thing that you wish is that you stay around long enough so that you're on a first name basis. Like when I got this show, I was like, okay, I don't know a lot of Wendys, you know, and there's no Wendys on TV. So I'm thinking, if I stay on TV long enough, maybe I could just drop my last name and just be Whendy. I wish I could change now. Unfortunately now, you guys know Wendy Williams, so I just want to drop the Williams and just be Whhhendy. Whhhendy Whittendale. Whhhendy Wellington. Whhhendy Carrington. But of course, when I go to the Jersey Shore, you know I've got to visit the intersection of 3rd Avenue and Wendy Williams Way. I know some old 22-year-olds. Don't you, Willie? You know what I'm saying, Willie? Willie. Willie. Willie.
Willie.
Willie. Willie. Willie. Willie. Willie. Willie. Willie. Oh, Willie. Will you be going away during hiatus?
Yes.
Where are you going, Willie?
Somewhere.
Okay. Yeah, Jai's here. Morel went on, and we love him. He's now wealthy beyond belief and doing something fabulous in the stratosphere. So yeah, I'd never seen The Whiz. What? The highly anticipated Lifetime movie, Whitney. Oh, Whitney Houston. Kris Jenner. AKA that woman. That woman, that woman, that woman. AKA the devil. You know what this is? A weapon. Oh, I recognize that taste. It's Cool Whip. Oh, watch me whip. Recently, I dropped a few LBs, and, you know, Memsor gives me 3 choices in the morning, and he says, choose which one, madam. He calls me madam. And so I said, you know what? It could be the cream one, or it could be the black one, or it could be the white one. They went to this restaurant called French Laundry. Anthony Bourdain, you know that food guy, says this is the best restaurant in the world.
The boy falls in love with the army nurse in the camp.
Is that a man or a woman?
A white woman.
Okay, a white woman.
I'll be the one to tell you, okay? I love love, okay? Not because I'm weak, but because I love love, like I love love. I'm soft and I'm pink. Guys don't have the same responsibilities that we have. Like when your dishwasher goes out, who's replacing that? Who's making the phone calls? Looking up style numbers? A woman? And again, I say, how difficult is it to seduce a 21-year-old virgin? You know, it's like everything Christian Grey was not impressive. Like, if this girl had been around the block a bit, you know, then you have to really work to impress an experienced woman. But you don't have to work that hard to impress a girl.
And Justin Bieber thinks that Selena Gomez is only using the weekend for publicity. This was taken out of that restaurant in in Beverly Hills that I was telling you about, where you only go there to be photographed by the paparazzi. This is manufactured. She's only 24 years old, though. So in my opinion, she's got 2 more minutes to play this from guy to guy to guy, use them for the beat game. Because we see through what it is. You see, at 24, I'm like, all right, well, what is she supposed to be doing? It's called networking.
Lil Wayne went on Nightline. In the interview, you said that 4 things matter to you in life. You said, God, family, music, and weed. Chris Brown is going through it. Again. Again. There's a nasty child support battle going on with he's having baby's grandmother drama. No kid needs $4,000 a week. Disagree. Especially when I have her 2 weeks out of the month. Say what? This is not the time to whore. Neo and his wife, Crystal, announced that they're expecting their 2nd child. Well, if you're only going to have 2 children in your life, why not have them with a wealthy man named Neo? I'm done. Are you done? I'm done. Are you done? How does a black man look like a white woman? I love it. No, Rosie was very, very influential and iconic here in our country.
Yes.
However, as a woman of color, the rag on your head right now is making me very uncomfortable. One of my favorite bathing suit designers, Norma Kamali. These are sexy. They say woman, you know.
They say what?
Woman. You know when you lose weight, you feel like a new woman? One of my favorites is that being a woman, you're always allowed to change your mind. And if you're a woman and you don't realize this, then you're not using the power of the V. We are allowed to be fickle. A lot of you all say that I'm a hypocrite, AKA, I guess that means Wendy's always flip-flopping. Yup, you know why? Because I'm a woman. So Teresa, you know, she's got all those daughters. The oldest one is 13 years old, and her name is Gia, and she has everybody pissed, this Gia does. Roll the tape, and I'll talk to you. All right, so there's Gia all the way over on the end. Yes, you see Gia? They know how to twist their hair. There's Gia, red lipstick, looking sexy. But that's what 13 is these days. I don't know what part of the game you all are looking at. Yes, it is 13. It might not be your daughter while you're looking. Let me tell you, growing up in Ocean Township, you know, no, I was not allowed to walk out of the house looking like that. But here's what I would do. I would put my look like that clothes and red lipstick, Fire and Ice by Revlon was my favorite. I would put my red lipstick and my eyeliner and my mascara and my tight clothes in the mailbox. And then the second, you know, my friends would come very nicely and pick me up, then we'd go up the street to the Joe Green's gas station. I don't even know if he's still there. How you doing, Joe? Joe, do you remember? I'd always go in your bathroom and come out looking like a woman. Okay. They're making a big screen movie based on Madonna's early years. What? I want to know about the girl who grew up in Michigan and then dropped out of the University of Michigan and grabbed, you know, $3, a pack of smokes and a knapsack or whatever, came to New York and had to scratch and survive, sleeping on urine-laden mattresses in the back of seedy nightclubs. Yes, this is the one. The one with all the men to get her career started. And perhaps women, too. I think that Kim should have held out for a solo cover. This is me thinking as a businesswoman. Amber allegedly showed up at Wiz's new place at 2 o'clock in the morning. Well, yeah, you guessed it. There was another woman in the house. And look, and Amber went nuts. Jennifer Aniston, I am sorry. You have been engaged, and I know. We still pity her? On account of what he did with that woman? Mm-hmm. Me too. shopping, pay attention to what you're looking at. Like, what part of the game does Khloe possibly think this is okay? The only KKK to ever let black men in. So, after getting backlash, she pulled the picture down. Khloe, just because you all let black men in a lot doesn't make you an honorary nothing. You are a white woman. Know your place. So this girl, Tinashe, she's blaming Beyonce and Rihanna for her lack of success. She's mad she hasn't become a household name. She's been making music since 2009. Why are you leaning on them for your lack of success, Tinashe? Look, you're a fine young woman. I have thyroid disease, which is not necessarily something that is going to spiral into Graves' disease, but mine did. And Graves' disease is where there's pressure behind your eyes from the muscles, and your eyeballs jut out just a little bit. So when you ask about what is going on with above my eyeballs, just know this, you're making fun of a sick woman. So Monica Lewinsky is breaking her silence in Vanity Fair about her infamous affair with President Clinton. This whole thing happened back when she was 24 years old as an intern at the White House, and now she's a 40-year-old woman. When I think of an intern, I don't think of a 24-year-old. I think of, like, when I was an intern at the radio station in Boston, I was 18 and 17 and stuff, and still that's no excuse. A 24-year-old is a woman who knows exactly what she's doing. And Scarlett Johansson, well, you know, she is married to a man, he's a French journalist. They live in Paris. Now, you remember what happened when Carrie moved to Paris? He looks like he's trying to stay right there in Paris, and he's trying to tell her, and you stay right here with me, woman. Alyssa Milano, they're saying, and her husband, Dave, have a problem. And the problem is, Alyssa recently posted her holiday card, I'm using air quotes, her holiday card on her Facebook page. She has 1.5 million followers, and it didn't include her husband, Dave. So what? It's a big week here at Wendy. On Friday, we have our 1000th show. My friend Randy Jackson from American Idol, who I've only met one time, but it was a really great meeting, and he's a good talker. Randy's gonna be here on Friday. Yeah. And my personal pick, The Whispers. Naomi Judd, what is your problem? You are old, crotchety, and it seems like you were very out of touch. And I hope you're not a racist. Well, she's 70 years old, and she's filming a cooking competition show, and she's not happy about it. Now, mind you, she's already signed on to the paperwork. They're doing 8 episodes, and then she found out who her co-stars would be. Ray J, Brandi Glanville, and Andrew Dice Clay. And she's talking trash about them and wants out of her contract. She called Brandi a tawdry housewife, Ray J a bad boy who made porn, and Andrew Dice Clay some sort of comedian. It wasn't as offensive, but they're not going to be talking at the dinner table. What are they going to say to one another? I mean, these three will talk, but Naomi is the elephant in the room. It's going to be awkward.
You guys are that's what you are. You're going to record that on tape. You're all a piece of that's why everybody hates you. That's why society hates you. Did you guys do like this for no reason? You're arresting a girl for no reason.
Her name is Colleen Campbell on the Channel 17 Eyewitness News or something. How you doing, Dave Chappelle? Dave has 2 Netflix comedy specials that were just released. First TV stand-up in a decade, correct?
Yeah, 10 years.
A decade.
Uh-huh.
So whatever he had to do to decompress and get his life together, it was all worth it, because he's still young, he still moisturizes, he's still funny, and for 2 specials, $60 million, winning. So Mariah Carey, okay, she's saying that she was mortified
about the New Year's Eve disaster, and it won't stop her from singing live again. She says that she will be less than trusting with anybody else outside of her own team. Well, I'm thinking all along, if you're worth $500 million, don't you travel with your own team all the time? Like, even if you have your own sound man, but the union says, no, we have to use the sound man from Dick Clark Production. Doesn't your sound man look over his shoulder? Because if I was worth $500 million, mine would. Jennifer Aniston has got to get used to spending a lot of time with Angelina Jolie. It's because they're both nominated for a lot of awards. You see, that's Aniston, you know, uglying down for a role. Angelina, if you see Jennifer, you walk right up to her and you say, Jen, you play ugly so well. See, there's shade, but it's not shade that we would know about. That's shade that, you know, when they hug, that phony Hollywood hug, with a triple pat on the back and the rubbing up and down, right? You play ugly so well, see? The E! News cameras would never hear that happened, and we would never know on Hot Topics. But the thing about being shady is that you have to learn how to do it well. And the best way to do it is when nobody else detects it except for the person that you are shading. Say hello to Pastor Ruth. Robin had the nerve to tease me. My wig person had the nerve to tease me saying, I'm bringing the wig back. I said, no, you won't. Stevie Wonder, who is set to walk down the aisle for the 3rd time in June. All the kids are gonna be at the wedding, and they're getting married in Jamaica on June 17th. Listen, if I were the kids, I would be upset about all of this, quite frankly, because I'm an original wonder. And the more people you marry and the more kids you have, the more my inheritance has to get... Just me talking. But I'm not a Wonder, I'm a Williams, and so good luck to the Wonders. Today was drive myself to work day. And yes, I'm a good driver. I dip lean, I don't have dings on my car, I don't have scrapes on my wheels. I don't know who you people are. And yes, I will buzz my window down just so you understand exactly what I mean. Flip you the bird hard. Hard. While leaning on the thing, on the beep, you know, and then buzz back up. In the meantime, I see the wonderment when I look out the window. Did I just get Flip the Bird by Wendy Williams? We love our celebrities. They say some of the craziest things, so we're playing a game called Celebrity Said What? Celebrity Said What? Ask Whhhendy.
Hi, Whhhendy. How you doing?
Oh, a fan of the after show, are you?
I have a girlfriend. We've been dating for 5 happy months.
I'll bet.
Thank you. She's 24 and I'm 19.
Are you in love?
You can say that.
Do you use the love word when you talk to her?
I do.
Does she use it back to you?
Yes.
But she's 24.
She is 24.
She's a grown woman.
Yes, she is.
I love you for watching today, and I'll see you next time on Whhhendy. Whhhendy!